Two Indiana high school football teams renew their rivalry as TV3 presents Spartan Sports. Franklin County's Wildcats visit Connorsville's Spartan Stadium for an Eastern Indiana Conference game. It is the Spartans' first home game. Hi, everybody. With Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schomo. Ron, I know you join me in welcoming our viewers to a great season of Spartan Sports on TV3.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it. Look forward to it. The last game of the basketball season. Looking forward to football, and then, of course, segueing into basketball. Nothing's finer than high school sports here in Connorsville. And the Spartans coming off a loss last week against Richmond, trying to end their 15-game winning streak. What a great losing streak. What a great way to get that first victory in 15 games than by beating their arch rivals from down south.
Tonight's ball game on TV3 is being brought to you by American Heritage Realty. They say buying or selling, see American Heritage first. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment. Free delivery, the number to call, 825-6251. Don's Auto Sales and Tires. Major brand tires at very affordable prices. Edward Jones, financial advisor, making sense of investing.
The Spartan game on TV3 is also being brought to you by FCN Bank, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Foles Flooring, a wide selection of quality flooring plus expert installation. Mancino's Pizza and Grinder is a great place to eat in Connorsville. Try a Spartan Classic. Urban Winkler Funeral Home, call 825-1761 or 458-0745 and ask about pre-planning services. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, an independent agency representing numerous companies for your every need, and also brought to you by the Eye Center of Connorsville. Complete eye care for every member of your family.
This is game number 2 for both teams. In last week's opening games, Franklin County won 36-20, while the Spartans lost 41-21 at Richmond. That Franklin County win was over Newcastle. The Spartans last came out on top in a game with Franklin County in 2014 when they put 28 points on the scoreboard and held the Wildcats to 12. So you know, Ron, what these kids wearing the red and white uniforms must be thinking.
Oh, yeah, not just that we have a 4 or 5 game losing streak against Franklin County, but overall 15 in a row in the loss column. They're looking for that first victory, and why not get it tonight against Franklin County?
In 2018's game at the field, while the Wildcats play at Union County, the Spartans had to settle for a field goal and lost 46-3. Adam Kelly Jr., son of the Spartans head coach, Adam Kelly will be at the quarterback spot, the position he's played since his freshman year at CHS, and he wears number 2. In last week's game, he completed 12 of 22 passes for 178 yards. Franklin County's quarterback is senior Brady Brogan. He completed 6 of 13 passes for 100 yards in that game at Newcastle. He carried the ball 17 times, scoring 126 yards in rushing. He also wears number 2. The Wildcats in that game at Newcastle had 399 total points. The Spartans in their game at Richmond had 332, not total points, total yards.
They really lit up the scoreboard.
Points, right? The scoreboard would be burned up by that.
Yeah, that's right.
And the Spartans last week in their game at Richmond had 332 yards. The Wildcats are coached by Wes Gilman in his second year at Franklin County, and a 3-8 record there. Overall, he is in his 6th year with a record of 17-31. Adam Kelly is in his 8th year as Spartan head coach. His record is 20 wins and 52 losses. Should be an exciting game tonight, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Pretty well matched teams as far as size and experience is concerned.
Yeah, Franklin County, as you know, they, notoriously they know how to pound and ground, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And, with that quarterback throwing for 100 yards and rushing for even more, you got to watch that guy.
Yeah, he's a danger every time he gets the football.
Yeah, exactly. And so, again, they're all fired up. They love coming here and putting a stake through the heart of us Spartans. And again, the Spartans are hungry. They get hungrier and hungrier each and every game, looking for that elusive victory that has eluded them for almost 2 years now, since September 22nd, I believe, of 2017.
We are just about set to go in this ball game tonight. It's our first home game, first of 3 here at Spartan Stadium this year.
Yeah, we have that one up at the big house up there, Lucas Oil Stadium.
That's right. That's right. Coming up on September 7th at 12 o'clock noon. We are seconds away from the kickoff.
You know, the field looks very nice, very well taken care of.
Had a heavy rain around 4 o'clock today.
Yeah,
so there may be some slipping and sliding, even though it's a great drainage system here at Spartan Stadium. But I'm sure the turf is wet.
Terrible kick.
Kickoff by the Wildcats. On the sidelines is a Spartan, and he tripped up at the 46-yard line of Franklin County.
Tell you what, you want to get a good start. That is a good start there from the Spartans.
Connersville goes on the attack now, as they will have the first chance of scoring in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, very nice run there from the Spartan returner, and they give us great field position in Franklin County's territory. Got to capitalize.
Right, take advantage. Here comes the first play of scrimmage. The ball's at the 47 again of Franklin County. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Let's see how they do in that department. Here's a snap to Kelly.
Oh, nice
and
draw.
Breaks through the defense. Adam does, and is down at the 30-yard line. Nice pickup by Adam Kelly on the keeper.
Very nice there from Adam Kelly. Very nice disguise right there to pull the ball back at the last minute. Saw that lane open up and went right through it.
It's 1st and 10 for the Spartans, so they were successful on their first offensive drive here at Spartan Stadium tonight. Ball at the 32 is where they place it down.
There were times last week when the offense was rolling, and there was times when it wasn't. Hopefully we can keep it rolling a lot more than it's not.
A couple of receivers to the near side. Ball handed off, cutting the corner, and up and ended around the 28-yard line was Gavin Pearson.
Yeah, nice run there from Pearson. He was looking for some blockers, and he just didn't try to force it and got a couple of yards when it looked like he could have been dragged down for a loss. Very nice run there from Pearson.
He's a 5'7", ninth grader at CHS.
Yeah, you like to hear that. Like to hear that.
2nd and 6 coming up for CHS.
I can't believe I thought he only got a couple yards, got 4 like that.
Yeah, there's a snap from center.
But there's a hold.
Going around and penalty flag, the first one of the home season flies.
Yep, Adam.
This is Chad Owens, who went to his left, started to cut downfield, was dropped, and here comes a penalty, I believe, against the Wildcats.
Adam Kelly actually held the guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, face mask. Oh, Franklin County. Wow, I saw a clear hold from Adam Kelly, but no, we'll take that and a first down.
That's right.
Oh, no, there was a clear hold. Adam wrapped his arm around the guy to stop him. And, well, wait a minute. Are they going to?
Now, what are they doing? The officials.
They haven't done anything yet.
No, now they're going to pick up the football. Now they're going to mark some yardage off.
Oh, they only get 5 yards.
5 yards. So.
Yeah, well, we'll take that. I thought usually it was 15 yards, but no, it was a 5-yard penalty, so that takes us to 2nd and 1. But no, Adam clearly held on that. But I'm glad they didn't see that and saw the face mask.
Come the Spartans in the first drive of the ball game.
You know, like the way that the offensive line, these first couple of plays, have really done a good job.
Yeah, they've moved through that defense of Franklin County. Just as I say that, Franklin County's defense gets a good play as they spot the Spartan runner quickly and bring him down.
Yeah, that was Lynch who got the direct snap right there, and sort of a kind of a Wildcat formation right there, and lost a few yards. Don't want to lose the momentum.
About a 3rd down and 4 for the Spartans. Here we go with a wide receiver, number 17. That's Braden Jones coming wide to the near side. See if Kelly's going to pass or not. He's going to, yes, he's looking for a receiver to get open.
But nope.
but he's going to be dropped for a big loss back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, had somebody open, just didn't have the opportunity to pull the trigger, and he got thrown for a loss. And what turned out to be a good start has now disintegrated before our eyes, and now we're 4th and long, and
ball to 35.
Looks like they're going to be going for it.
Yeah, we don't see any punter coming on field or anything, so you're right. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, it's still in their territory.
Sure. At the Franklin County 35 is where the football is. And 4th and 15. Kelly tries a pass that is it complete?
Not at the
Kid was falling down.
But he was just a little. Was he a little short?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Just, I mean, Adam threw it a little bit behind him. He had to stop for that. But, again, got some of those yards back and pinned Franklin County inside the 25-yard line where we were at one point, inside the 25, and just couldn't do anything else with it.
That was to Braxton Myers, another freshman on this Spartan team.
Yeah,
so the Wildcats will take over.
I like the opportunity that they passed and were successful. Didn't get the first down, but at least they completed it. And
Franklin County puts the ball in play at their own 25-yard line.
Wow.
Quarterback being chased, and Spartans, he gets through several defenders of Connersville and is finally piled on at about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, one of the littlest guys on the field, Gavin Lynch, got the tackle on that. I mean, pulled the guy back, and again, nice.
It's enough for first and 10 for the Wildcats.
But not enough to stop them from getting the first down. I mean, they blitzed, and they were a little bit too quick sometimes.
Wildcats for their second offensive play of the ball game.
Normally they pound it between the guards, and they swept that last play. We'll find out what more they do. Look like another blitz coming up. And, wow, we're just
up to the middle. The ball carrier gets into Spartan territory. Finally dropped at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, just opening up those lanes.
Another first and 10 for CHS, or for Franklin County.
Yeah, nice, line work there from Franklin County's offensive line to open up those lanes real quick and offset the blitz that we're throwing at them 2 times in a row.
Franklin County at the 42-yard line of Connersville.
Yeah, you get past the linebackers who are blitzing, you got some green field ahead of you. Here's again.
Thought somebody jumped offside, but no flag.
Yeah.
There's a runner getting loose and heading for the sidelines and deep into Spartan territory. The ball was carried by Hunter Tishman.
Yeah, Tishman is a that dude, I don't know how tall he is, but he's not very tall at all, but he's very quick. We saw it right there. And, again, the offensive line are just opening up the lanes.
Yes, he's 5'9".
If he's 5'9", we're much taller than that.
Ball at the 15-yard line of Connersville, first and 10 Wildcats.
Yeah, he's around guys who are 7 foot then. But that guy, he's all their running backs so far. Now they have nobody in the backfield.
There's a man wide to the near side. He heads for the end zone, and there's
Did he catch that with one hand? He did.
I think so. Let's see what the official rules.
So, wow,
yes.
I can't believe he caught it.
Yeah. Who was that, Ron?
That was number 25 there for Franklin County.
That is Clayton Spurlock.
Yeah, I can't believe he caught that, but thank goodness he was out of bounds.
Right, or it would have been a TD here for the Wildcats.
This is their first second down. They've had
That's
first,
right.
Yeah, they've had first
They've
downs.
had big gains on the plays.
Yeah.
Here's a snap.
Yeah,
hand off to number 24 and drives down.
Yeah. That right there is a Madden run right there where you just kind of zig and zag and pinball your way through there, and that's what he did. That was unbelievable.
That's Hunter Tishman scoring the first touchdown of this ball game, and it goes to the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was beautiful. The lane opened up perfectly for him, and he just kind of zigged and zagged through there and got the first points on the board for Franklin County. As you see the faithful there, they're stunned. Only 1 second down. Franklin County faced.
It's a point after try by Franklin County. Kicker will be Cole Rapp. Down on its way, and
it's good.
It's good. So we have a 7-0 score in favor of Franklin County here in the first period at Connersville.
That's impressive.
32 left on the first quarter clock.
Yeah, that was very, very, very impressive. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah, they picked up yardage in big
a hurry.
chunks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connersville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street, in Liberty at 310 North Main Street. So Franklin County will kick off for the second time to the Spartans.
You know, that again, very, very impressive offensive display there from Franklin County, and you hope that is just their adrenaline rushing on their first series and not an omen of what's to come, because if that is, we got a long night ahead of us.
Yeah, they score on such a small amount of plays.
Yeah, I think it was 5 altogether.
Yeah,
again, only faced 1 first down.
Yeah, they've got a good ground game. I mean, they're kind of known for that.
Oh, yeah. Well, that one guy caught that pass with one hand. It was out of bounds.
There's a kickoff by the Wildcats.
Not a good kickoff.
No, end over end, but it'll be at the 25-yard line come down. Spartans had a little bit of trouble picking it up, and the runner heads to the far side. The returner on that was Chad Owens.
Yeah, again, not anywhere to go on that kick.
Ball placed at the 25. That's where the Spartans begin, their own 25.
Yeah, we did very well with our running game. Franklin County made some adjustments and stopped our momentum. Let's hopefully we can pick back up in the positive and our offensive line take over.
Receivers on both sides. And they plunge into the middle of the Franklin County line, and the ball carrier goes back, doesn't go forward.
Yeah, and the guy who was faked to, he was thrown back a couple yards. Kelly met a wall of Franklin County defenders right there.
2nd and 11 for Connersville as they lose a yard on the play. Here's Adam Kelly coming to the near side to chat with one of the assistant coaches of Connersville. Returns to the huddle. See what the play is. Wide to the near side, number 17, Braden Jones for Connersville. And the ball is carried and up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah,
it was Landon Cirqua.
We have been successful during the times when we have been able to stretch the offense about through the years, and right there was an example of that. When we've been able to stretch it, we get a couple of positive yards. We got, 5 right there, which, you know, again, when we stretch the field out, we seem to be more successful. When we try to pound it inside, you know, we can fool them a couple of times, but then it seems like they make the adjustments the other teams do, and Franklin County's good at that.
3rd and 5 for Connersville. Kelly with the snap, hits a receiver at the 43-yard line, and he is into Franklin County territory, finally dragged down at the 36-yard line.
Very nice pass play there from Kelly. Very, very good for the Spartans right there to
Who received that, Ron?
I didn't
blocked
pay
my
it.
view
I
as
didn't catch.
blocked.
Yeah, they blocked my view as well, but it was one of our guys, and we like that.
Right. It's a 1st and 10 for the Spartans in Franklin County territory. They set the ball down at the 38-yard line.
Well, they got to run 30 yards to get from the huddle.
That may have been Chad Owens,
It may have been.
one of the receivers for Connersville. Here's a snap from center. Coming to the near side, and no gain. In fact, they may have lost a yard. Yes, they did. They moved it out to almost the 39.5-yard line. So a 2nd and 11, we'll call it, for Connersville.
Again, we can have these 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the bright spot so far is our passing game, 2 for 2.
There's a handoff,
Yeah.
Kelly to
Circle.
Spartan to Owen Lynch, and
No, that was circle.
he stopped right around the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 11 for Connersville.
You know, again, when we try to attack the middle, they clog it very, very quickly. And there's a lot of times where they're on Kelly before he even hands it off, and Circle had no place to go.
Ball resting at the 40-yard line. Spartans in Franklin County territory, but
Can't do anything with it. I would imagine this is probably four down territory as Kelly rights the troops where they need to be.
there's a snap to Kelly.
Here, there's wide open.
Fires
Oh, just not a
down.
good pass.
And it is incomplete.
Yeah, Lynch was wide open. He had at least a 1st down.
4th down coming up for the Spartans. And they will punt the ball away.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring on the punting team. Might as well get them real deep in territory. You know, there's a lot of rights in that series for the Spartans, but there's equally a lot of wrongs too that need to be corrected.
Yeah, both times they've had the football. They've
Yeah.
looked really promising at
Yeah.
times. There's the punt.
Oh, that's within the 20, so look at about the 18 or 19.
Martin's punt will go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcat offense.
Cole Martin is the punter for the Spartans and the kickoff player.
The Indiana High School Athletic
Yeah, that's I thought they'd go out for the 1st down, but after that impressive display from Franklin County in that first series, that's pin them back.
Yeah, the Wildcats
18, yeah.
have a lead of 7-0 here with about 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Here's 4.
Now they scored on like 5 plays.
Yeah, they had some impressive
Yeah, very impressive.
long
There's
pickups.
Wow, that's
Here's a Franklin County boy.
Wow.
Stopped at 42-yard line for a minute. He keeps going as he shakes off a couple of tacklers and gets into Connersville territory just barely. If it's the Connersville 48-yard line.
Yeah,
1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
wow, that very, very impressive. They can throw it like that, along with the passing or with the running.
Wildcats again, quarterback by Brady Brogan.
Yeah, he's a senior, so he's out of here after this year. Good news for us.
Here's a snap to him.
Oh, there
he
you go.
wears
Lane.
number 2.
Yeah.
He gets to the Spartan defense. Finally at the 35, he's dragged down.
You know, what's impressive about that run, again, is not just the lane that opens up, is that Brady recognized it right away. There was no hesitation on his part. And, you know, unlike our defensive line, our offensive line, Franklin County keeps our defensive line away from the line of scrimmage, puts us off enough to where they can have that lane open up like that. And looks like there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think so. I don't see the flag, but
Yeah, I see it over there on the 45.
they're marking off
Holding.
yardage.
Yeah,
Big one against Franklin County.
we like that.
They'll be in the Franklin County territory, put at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Wildcat 45-yard line.
We got to make some adjustments at the defensive line because right now we're losing. Well, there's a good.
Ball at the ball carrier.
I was going to say we're getting abused, but
At the 45-yard line is where the carrier is stopped by the Spartan defense. So it's second down and about 22, 23. What do you think, Ron?
yeah. I'm trying to add that up. Maybe 18, 19. I don't know. It's a lot, but the way that they've been running the ball, that's just a play for them.
Oh, that's true. Here we go with the Wildcats in control and in the lead.
Yeah, another look at that lane. That's just beautiful.
Ball carrier getting loose, gets into Connersville territory. He's dropped at the 40.
Yeah, third down, which is very short for them. Third and about 3.
Brayton Jones is the Spartan that brought him down.
Yeah, they got about 3rd and 3 right there, Fran. And
At the 41-yard line in Connersville territory is where the ball is.
And I would imagine that they would be going on 4. They probably won't punt here.
Let's see if the Spartans defense can keep the Wildcats from getting another 1st and 10.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And they
No.
thought maybe they would, but they didn't as the ball carrier
running over people's
knocked a
legs.
couple of Spartans out
There's
of the
a
way at
horse
the
collar.
30-yard line.
Yeah, there's
Flag is thrown.
Yeah, it's going to be on us. A horse collar. One of our guys grabbed. So that's
Flag
going to be
at the-
additional.
Flag's at the 29-yard line, at 24-yard line of Connersville.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that's going to be attacked on at the end of the run or not. Yeah, horse collar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Comes
So yeah,
the
there's
yardage
additional.
marked off, so that's a lot of yardage for the Wildcats.
Half the distance of the goal, ball being
Yeah,
spotted near the
normally they count the yard. That guy was just.
10 for the Wildcats.
I mean, there was really. I mean, our guy obviously didn't mean it, but he just grabbed his horse collar and brought it down or brought him down and.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 13-yard line of Connersville.
Yeah, there's a sweep
Running
that's-
to the
yeah,
far
good.
side.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
nice
a beautiful
defensive
tackle.
play by the Spartans as Clyde Seifert for Connersville brought the ball carrier down as he headed to his right and was trying to skirt around and head for the end zone, but he was stopped, and it will be second down and about 12, 13
Yeah.
for Franklin County. One of the best stops of the night for Connersville.
Yeah, that was a very nice play there from the Spartan defender, and Franklin County, got that additional yardage on that horse collar. And again, that's one of those plays that one of those penalties that happens. Unfortunately, it's that's not a timeout. It's the end of the first.
It's the end of the first
Yeah.
quarter, right.
I didn't even pay attention to the clock.
George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connersville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help you with whatever you need. George's Floral and Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you, 765-825-6251. End of the first period, and it's, even though the Spartans have had some pretty good drives, the Wildcats have had more good drives.
Yeah, they've had impressive drives.
Yes.
And Alexa Weber.
And that's why they're up 7-0. And
Cheerleaders are coached by Ashley
unless we
She's assisted by Wendy Sargent.
do something different with the defensive line,
Cheerleaders.
you can almost bet that they're going to probably score again.
2nd and 12 for Franklin County, deep in Connersville territory as the second quarter gets underway. See if the defense can prevent the Wildcats from hitting the end zone. There's a player that is dragged down near the goal line around the 5 maybe.
That was very impressive running right there. Hardly any lane at all for number 24 from Franklin County to go through, and he made the most of what little he had to get almost all those yards back.
That's Hunter Teshin, who has
Impressive.
had a good game at Newcastle last week. Here come the Wildcats breaking, and got receivers on both sides. There's the play, plunging up through the middle, and short of the goal line.
I don't know if they got it or not. I can't tell.
I don't. They're talking to a Spartan.
They may bring them out.
There are no flags down, are there?
No, I don't know if they're going to measure or not. No, he didn't get it. Apparently not. They've already set it up.
Okay, the Wildcats threatening for the second time in this ball game, as they are near the end zone right now. It's a second down coming up for them.
Fourth down.
That's right. Yeah, right. Here's the one.
What speed?
Carrier running to the far
He's
side,
yeah. Oh,
cuts
man,
the corner, and gets in.
They worked a little harder on that series to score, but the speed of number 24 for Franklin County was just too much for us to overcome. And wow, that was impressive right there.
That's Teshman again, who carries the ball a lot.
Yeah.
As we've seen tonight.
And why not?
That's his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah. I would definitely, you got to credit his line, though, too.
Try the extra point will be a kick by the Wildcats. Up 13-0. Snap and on this way. Looks good.
Yep.
A couple of touchdowns and a couple of extra points for Franklin County. And they go up 14-0 here early in the second quarter. The clock shows 10:25 left in the first half.
Yeah. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. That is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connorsville. Phone 825-5111.
Well, let's see if the Spartans have better luck in this second quarter as they are about to receive the kickoff from the Wildcats, as they have 0 points on the scoreboard here at Spartan Stadium.
You know, we do a lot of things right. And just we have those moments that, you know, our flame gets diffused.
Ball placed down at the 40-yard line, and the kickoff is about to happen here.
And we've played Cleveland football. We have not had a penalty all night so far. Franklin County's had 2.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. We did have that
we
horse
did,
collar.
right,
Yeah, we had the horse collar. Yeah. Which
penalty.
really, let's forget that.
We'd like to forget it.
Yeah.
Because that helped the
Yeah.
Wildcats quite a bit. Short kick picked up by Spartan, coming to the near side and tackled and knocked out of bounds at the yard line, at the sidelines here. And
Yeah, Gavin Lynch right there with that. And we just got to be able to, I mean, we've had some pretty successful pass plays, 2 for 3 so far. And that one that was overthrown, Lynch was wide open. Lynch was wide open. Kelly just missed him.
Ball placed at their own 35 for Connorsville. Here's a snap from center to Kelly. Hands off and heading to the right side. And picked up a yard for the Spartans as Landon Circle carried the ball.
I think they're actually giving us another yard on
Right,
that.
so it'll be a second and 8 for
Yeah, there we go.
Connorsville. We'll take that.
I'll take it. I'll take anything they give us. Again, Circle a senior this year. It's tough to see that guy go hard.
Yeah,
It's
he's
tough.
been a a great football player for CHS since his freshman year.
Yeah, very good.
Here we go. Ball put in play. Kelly runs and hits a man at the 40-yard line, and a pickup for Connersville, as it was Gavin Lynch who moved the ball upfield, and good enough for a 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
Kelly's calmness right there is what made that play happen. He had heavy heat on him, and he saw a couple receivers that he could have thrown to. Saw the easiest one, and Lynch right there, and got the 1st down.
Now the kid rolls out for a pass and sees about 4 or 5 200-pound guys coming toward him.
Yeah.
And tries to find an open receiver.
Yeah, they were on him.
Here we go. The Spartans 1st and 10 in their own territory, but are at their own 47. Kelly calls the signals. Hands off, and no gain on the play. Gets to the 45-yard line and then is pushed back and dropped.
Yeah, there was.
Let's see as they umpire who that was.
I think it was Circle.
Okay, Landon dropped
they're
on that play, and it will be 2nd down and 11 for Connersville.
Franklin County offense or defensive line was not fooled on that one at all.
No. Spartans line up. Kelly is ready to call for the snap. Has it. Fires a pass that is incomplete at the 40-yard line, and the Spartans' intended receiver was Braxton Myers, and he was sort of held and looked at the official, but no call.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a call, but
3rd and 11 for Connersville now.
Coaching staff's not complaining too much about it. Didn't know if he was supposed to, take 4 or 5 steps to stop, turn around.
Did you think it was going to do any good to
Right,
complain about
Right,
it?
no,
like,
not at all.
Like the officials would change.
Oh, well, you're right. Yes, let me throw it now. Yeah. Oh, there's an offside.
Oh, kid jumped offside, number 11 for the Wildcats, a little bit anxious. So
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, so Spartans will pick up about 5, and that'll make it a 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
Ball placed at the 49-yard line of Franklin County.
We've been in their territory each and every time we've had the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to do something with it. This is a huge 3rd down.
Spartans will line up.
Well, we're exhausted running 35 yards back up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Kelly looks for a receiver, fires long, and it's intercepted at the 37-yard line. And on the far sidelines is a Wildcat with the football, and he is gone.
Yep. That nice blocking there from Franklin County's defensive players on our Spartans. Again, just a miscommunication, I think, from Kelly to the receiver and overthrown it, and that's a pick 6.
Costly interception.
Yeah.
And it's now 20-0 in favor of the visitors.
Well, there may be a flag on the play.
Okay.
We'll find out here as the Spartans are celebrating.
You spotted any place? I don't
know. We'll see. I didn't see the flag.
Yeah, the ref must have picked it up right after he threw it or something. Yeah, they're going to bring the ball way up.
Yeah, so I'm not sure where they're going to hold it. I would say they're going to be at the 40.
To the at the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
The Spartans will have the football at the Franklin County 40-yard line, and right now CHS is calling for a timeout.
Yeah. Franklin County, I was getting ready to say, Fran, that you don't want to give them the opportunity to have an extra point, so hopefully we can stop them there. Now in its 43rd year of assisting buyers and sellers of residential, farm, and commercial properties in all of East Central Indiana is American Heritage Realty. American Heritage Realty staff of knowledgeable and experienced real estate brokers is ready to provide you with expert advice when you are buying or selling real estate. American Heritage Realty is located at 603 West 30th Street in Connersville. The phone number is 765-825-1103. That is 765-825-1103. Everyone at American Heritage Realty says good luck, Spartans. Yeah, again, you don't want to give them any extra points, and hopefully, we can stop them.
Right, maybe this will be a turning point for the Spartans.
Hopefully.
I mean, it's a good break for them, and let's see if they can take advantage. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we had that turnover to give them the ball, but, the way that their offense is rolling, you don't want the defense to score.
Okay, here we go. Under center is a quarterback for Franklin County. I thought somebody jumped offside,
Yeah,
but apparently not.
like it too.
Here's the ball carrier coming to the near side and picks up 5-6
There's
yards.
another penalty, and I think it's going to go against us. I think we're going to get a hit with a it may be offsetting. I thought there might have been a hold, and then it looked like we may get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. We'll find out because one came from the backfield awfully late. Yeah, well, it was holding. Okay.
Here comes the officials. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line of Connersville.
Now, I don't understand. So it must be at the point. I'm confused why it's not from the line of scrimmage 10 yards back. Yeah. Number 58 for the Spartans was, luckily he didn't get the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. He's out of the game. He was taunting and standing over the guy, and that's where the late penalty came in.
Here's the quarterback, Brogan, throwing long, and it is
wow.
caught.
Pass is complete to Spurlock.
And, wow.
Big pickup by the Wildcats going to the air.
Yeah, well, our guy is down.
Yeah, well, Spartan is down. Let's see.
Number 17 for the Spartans.
Well,
and
that's Braden Jones.
he's holding his right knee.
Yeah, he went down and trying to.
Oh, yeah, he's in a lot of pain. He's not liking it.
Trainers on the field.
Oh, yeah, that does not look good at all with that kind of.
Going to stop play for a while to attend to him. Score is 14-0 in favor of Franklin County here at Spartan Stadium tonight in this first home game of the season.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reevesemmer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Oh, good to see him getting up there, Fran. Thought he.
Yeah, I'm like you. He went down pretty hard, and so it's good. I thought maybe he had a bad knee injury the way he acted and everything.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
Okay, let's see. It will be second down and 14 for Franklin County as they are threatening once again here at Spartan Stadium tonight. 6:42 left on the first half clock.
Nice. Stop there from the Spartans. Franklin County, again, very impressive offensively. Their line is incredible, and that's something that when we go into the locker room, we got to make adjustments at the line. That pass play was good. I mean, we had nice coverage. It was just a perfectly thrown ball.
Second down coming up for the Wildcats. 2nd and 5. Deep in Spartan territory. Here's
Wow,
Brogan
that's
keeping the ball
unbelievable.
and running out up through the center of the Spartans defense into the end zone.
Yeah, that was, I mean, I saw that open up from here, and I mean, we could have ran through that. That was very, very impressive, and how fast he was through
Yeah,
that
they got
line
a
as well.
lot of
Yeah.
speed on this team.
Yeah,
we've
they
seen
do.
here tonight.
An incredible amount of speed.
Makes it 20-0, and it will be the extra point try coming up here shortly.
Yeah.
Just under 6 minutes left to play in tonight's ball game.
Lamb on the 10, Moorhead to hold.
It's on its way, and it's perfect.
Extra
Yeah.
point hit.
3 touchdowns and 3 extra points, and the Wildcats go ahead 21-0.
They're rolling. Very, very impressive, Fran.
Yeah, they're a good football. They're a good, solid football game, fundamentally sound.
And what's impressive with them as well is that they've got the passing game to go along with the running game.
That's true.
Their offensive line is just open. The technique. It's not necessarily the power of the offensive line. Sometimes it's the technique, and they got nice technique in their blocking and opening up those lanes to where and the discipline of the running as well. Waiting for the lanes to open up, seeing that that they got the lanes, and I'm thoroughly and totally impressed.
Well, the kicker for Franklin County will do it again.
Yeah, his legs got to be tired. The way he's kicking, he may, after a while, hopefully he can get it past the 50. And you talked about it in pregame, Fran. You talked about how, we're pretty much evenly matched as far as size-wise. And it's not that they're overpowering us, and when we may have the size advantage at the lines, it just goes down to, everyone knowing their assignments and doing it.
Cole Rapp approaches the ball and
Best
sends one downfield, picked up by the Spartans, and the ball carrier is caught by about 4 guys in blue and white.
Yeah. They got, 2 guys right away down there. Where was the blocking at? So 21-0 as we're heading into the end of the second. Less than halfway through. Got to get something going right here.
Spartans will take over and start their plays on their own 21, so they're a ways from the goal.
Yeah, this may be the worst field position we've had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To the far side, a ball carrier.
Yeah. And again, the speed of Franklin County right there, we swept, and there was more Franklin County guys in pursuit than our guys blocking. And again, technique-wise, we got to be able to have the blockers out there.
Loss on the play of 1, so it's second and loss of probably, 3, Ron? Could
Yeah,
you
it looks
mark
like,
for 3?
2,
okay.
3.
So it'll be second and 13, we'll say.
Yeah. Yeah, they finally put it on the scoreboard there. They heard you, and
Sure.
yeah. The legend that you are.
Here we go with the Spartans.
And it looks like we have to call a timeout.
Yeah, well, now we stop right now, and as you say, we take a timeout. Clock shows 5:36 to play here in the first half of this ball game.
Yeah, the Spartans, again, got to get things going here, without question.
Franklin County scored once in the first period and twice in the second so far.
Yeah. And they had one called back, that pick 6, but of course
Yes.
when it came back, they still scored offensively. Very impressive. Again, technique-wise, you talked about them fundamentally, Fran, and
Right.
they play fundamental football.
I think they'll be a team to be reckoned with in the conference.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't play them anymore.
Once is enough, huh?
Yeah, once is definitely without question enough.
Okay, timeout over. Teams line up. Here's a play, and the Spartan being chased and finally throwing and complete on the near side to Cirqua, knocked out of bounds at about the 32, 33-yard line.
Yeah, very, very, very nice. I mean, again, the panic mode there from Lynch to be I mean, he was in hot pursuit to be able to get that first down, that ball off to Cirqua. Very nice play there from the Spartans to get that first down.
That's what he says. We just had a
You know, you just don't want to have your quarterback, when we're out for a pass, to be in pursuit like that. I mean, we don't want them to get that much pressure.
Ball at the 30 of Connorsville.
So protection would be nice.
First down for the Spartans.
And Lynch is going to take the snap again.
Pitches out, and going to the far side is Chad Owen.
There's a fumble.
Loose football.
It looks like we got it again, yeah. But
Spartan
now we
fell.
lost.
Right.
You know, it looked like, yeah, well, we didn't really, looks like we didn't, well, maybe a half a yard, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, and that's about it.
We had a few yard gain until we fumbled, so.
Ball resting at the 30-yard line, second down for Connorsville, their own 30.
Yeah, I don't know if Lynch is going to take the snap again. Yeah, it looks like he is.
Comes a play by Connorsville.
And I thought, so nice.
That's a nice pickup to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like he may have gotten the first down.
Who carried that, Ron?
That was Lynch.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a nice, you know, again, talk about the offensive line of Franklin County. That was a nice with the Spartans as Kelly's coming back in.
Owen is a 5'9" sophomore at CHS. Owen Lynch.
Yeah, he last year he plays much bigger than his actual size. He's hungry. Of course, his dad was a quarterback for the Spartans.
First and 10, Connorsville at their own 41-yard line. Coming to the near side and dropped at the 45. The flag flies.
Yeah, I can't tell if it was a face mask or if it was a hold, but it should be on the Spartans. Like, yeah, it was hold. I was hoping it was just a, well, I don't know which one gives more, but yeah, it was kind of a high hold, so didn't know if they were going to get the face mask or the hold. See, again, that's something you don't want to have there, Fran, when you're kind of having a little bit of the momentum. And though we're not doing, 35 yards in a cloud of dust like Franklin County's been all night, again, positive yards is something that's good. Now we're first and 20.
Yeah, costly.
What was that, 15 yards?
Spartans.
And that looks like it's much more than 10 yards.
I thought he walked for quite a while.
Yeah, he kept,
Maybe he lost count.
He had to have. That was, well, he caught that and got tackled in the air.
A completed pass by the Spartans.
I had no idea that a holding penalty was 15 yards. I mean, are they making this up? I mean,
they might be.
It was like a 5 yard. I mean, they've marked off 5 yards. They've marked off 10 yards. Unless that was a face mask signal. I don't know. I mean, but because it looked like he did a holding signal, maybe it was a face mask. Because I thought I saw one, and 15 yards is generally a face mask.
Second down for the Spartans. Kelly fires and is complete at the 44-yard line.
Well, we got more of the penalty yards back in 2 plays. I like that. So
Gavin Lynch, a receiver on that pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be third down now and 8, 7.
Yeah, and Franklin County's taking a timeout.
Okay, yeah.
They're seeing something they don't like from the Spartans, and that's, again, which shows the maturity of the boys this game. We've had moments where we've done well, and then when we've been, taken back, sacked, lost yards, the drive has died, and that 15-yard penalty is enough to kill a drive, and we've gotten that and more back these last 2 plays. So, kudos to the boys for not giving up and trying hard. And you know, we're only 3rd and 7 when it was 1st and 25. 3rd and 7, I'll take that. Without question.
A little over 2 minutes left to go in the first half here at Connersville. Now the timeout's over. Here come the Wildcats.
Yeah, Connersville, I guess, hasn't got the memo that it's. Oh, here we go. Like to see the boys get a first down here after, again, 1st and 25.
Mm-hmm. They're down for CHS. Kelly takes the snap, being chased, fires out of bounds.
Yeah, again, got to protect him when he's going back. We had some guys open.
Mm-hmm.
If he was able to have some protection, he would have been able to hit him. You know, it's hard to throw when you're under that kind of protection, when you have to roll out of the pocket.
And running backwards maybe. And
yeah, and especially when the plays aren't called for a design.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we got to punt it. Kelly's been known to do a pooch punt, so he's in. So who knows?
Here we go in the 4th down play. Here's a delay of game. What's this flag being thrown for?
Yeah, legal substitution. Another 5 yards.
We have 12 men on the
1,
field.
2, 3, 4. I don't know if we got 12 guys on the field or not.
Okay. Is that what it is, Ron?
Yeah, there's 12. Yeah, we got 12 guys out there.
Okay, well, that's not legal, I don't think.
Yeah, and I think we still got it. Hang on, let me count. Yeah, here we go. One guy's off there.
Okay, now we're at 11. This is Martin to punt for the Spartans. Good snap from center, and it's high, and it will be taken. Franklin County had the ball and fumbled.
That's
the
ours.
Spartans recovered.
Yeah, that's ours. Good job. Yeah.
Oh, big break for the Spartans.
Yeah, we will definitely take that.
That's probably one of the only mistakes the Wildcats so far. In this
that's
game.
right. And hopefully we can take advantage of it. Doesn't matter if they make. If we don't take advantage of it, it doesn't matter. Got to take advantage of it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And as one of the guys in the back said, it may be a game changer, and hopefully it is, where we can get on the board and, you know, definitely don't want to have a goose egg going into the locker room.
Okay, let's see what happens. The ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line of Franklin County. Spartans huddle. Now they line up for the play. They've got 2 minutes to do something here in the first half. Let's see what happens. Kelly takes the snap, fires to the near side, and is complete down to the 10-yard line.
Tell you what, Lynch, a couple good passes there from Kelly to him, and you know, like it. Got to score, got to have some momentum going into the locker rooms, because Franklin County gets the ball coming out, and we definitely want to have some points on the board, get them to think.
Okay, Spartan quickly break from the huddle here and deep in Franklin County territory for the first time tonight.
Yeah, this is, this is the deepest we've been.
Mm-hmm. Kelly at quarterback takes the snap, fires to the near side.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is it. Yes, that's beautiful. Wow. And he about got knocked over by his player when they did that chest bump thing. Probably should not do that.
Number 20 caught that football.
No, 28.
28, okay. Yeah. Braxton Myers, as we pointed out, he's just a freshman for CHS.
Yeah, you liked it. That was a beautiful, brought the 1 foot down, and yeah, I love that. Again.
Well, as you pointed out, the Spartans needed to take advantage of the break, and they did.
Yeah. Again, you know, if you don't take advantage of an opportunity like that, because you don't get them that much. There we go.
It's good. Spartans have 7 points in this ball game and trail by 14 right now to these Wildcats from Franklin County.
What impressed me about that series, Fran, is that we saw it all. We saw the fact that the Spartans came back from 1st and 24. They had to punt it.
Mm-hmm.
But when they got the opportunity, they made the most of it.
Yes.
And
yeah, we've seen the other team do that too often.
Yeah, we've seen the other team do it too often, and now we are, doing it. And again, it was a series where we had some good runs, we had some good passing.
Mm-hmm.
Our offense was diverse right there, very, very nice. And again, this gives Franklin County something to do as the girls are doing their push-ups. I don't know if I can do 7. So again, Franklin County gives them something to think about going into the locker room, that this is not going to be a walkover. And
now the Spartans defense has to hold.
Yeah, definitely. Because Franklin County could score just like that.
That's true. They'll probably go to the air here with a minute and 36 seconds left to play in the first half of this game.
I'm not sure how many timeouts they got. I think they got 1 left, and we have 2. So, yeah, they probably go to the air. Or with their running game, the way that the running game's been, who knows? But whatever happens, we cannot let them score.
Well, Martin for Connersville puts the ball to 40. It's on its way, and it will be caught at the 24-yard line. Ball carrier keeps going, and finally at the 45-yard line, he's brought down. Nice return by Wildcat.
Yeah. And there's probably not too much that they don't do wrong.
That's true. 1:28 on the clock as the Wildcats begin from their own 45-yard line.
Again, I can't tell how many timeouts they have, so I think they just have 1. Or no, I think they have 2.
1st and 10 for Franklin County. Again at their own 45. Spartans adjust their defense as there's movement in the backfield. Here comes the ball carrier, gets to the Spartan defenders, gets into Connersville territory at the 48-yard line, short of a 1st and 10.
Franklin County would probably definitely want to score to get that score off, get it back from what the Spartans scored, to get it back up to 21.
Right.
Because, again, they get the ball back, but if not, again, they get the ball back.
Brogan takes a snap, fires long, and it's
nice play.
Batted down by Spartan.
Well, that would have been a great play there if we'd got the interception right there. And if we have the 2 timeouts, I'll have to check, see if we do have 2. I think we just have 1, but still, to stop them right there and have an opportunity to do something would be fantastic.
3rd down coming up now for Franklin County. Third down and 3 or so.
Yeah, looks like about 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to stop him 4 and out. That would be.
Well, yes. Number 24 takes a handoff, cuts a corner, and boy, I thought he was gone there for a minute.
Yeah, I do too.
He did get down to the 30.
Yeah, that kid is just wow. Yeah. He is. Speedy Gonzalez is who that guy is.
Yeah, he's Hunter Teichman. He'll be back next year, Ron.
Yeah.
He's a junior.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for us.
Pass that is.
Yeah, way out of the hands of their Franklin County Wildcat. And you talked about them going to the air, 43 seconds to go. That's probably what they may do. A couple plays, maybe burn a timeout or 2.
Ball resting at the 30. That's a 2nd down coming up for them.
Yeah.
Second and 10 for the Wildcats.
And we got a timeout.
Yeah, ref blows his whistle and stops everything, and the kids will go to their respective sides and talk to their coaches.
Yeah, we call in timeout. So again, they have a 1st down or 2nd down and about 10 to go, and don't want to give them any more points.
No, not really. I mean, it's critical if the Spartans stop the Wildcats here, and as we near the end of the first half.
We stop them here, Fran. What it does is it gives us, that scoring opportunity is more. We get more momentum because we stop them from having an opportunity to score again and stretch it back.
Right.
They want to score obviously to get it back up to 21.
Sure, right.
Yeah. So it's a chess match right here, and they got the that Tressman kid's that ace in their hole.
Here we go, timeout's over, and can the Spartans defense hold? 2nd and 10. Runner to the far side, and he starts to turn the corner.
Yeah, there's a late flag.
Right, I don't know what that is. Flag is at the 30-yard line.
See if we can see anything right here. And his foot went down.
That's the line of That's the line of scrimmage. So
I can't see anything right there.
Oh, for Franklin County, he's beginning to walk backwards. So
I like that.
Yeah, it means it's a penalty against the Wildcats, which the Spartans will take, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely take.
I don't think there's any declining going on.
No. I mean, and these are long, drawn-out penalties.
The 41-yard line, so you're right. They've got 22, 23 yards to go. It's second down. Clock shows a half a minute left to play in the opening half. Spartans defense needs to tighten up. Here's going to be a long pass. He heaves it down the sideline.
That's unbelievable.
Did that kid catch it?
Yeah. I mean, you had two defenders right there. Again, nice defense. I mean, that was a beautiful throw. I mean, that dude's got an arm on him, and that just was, in stride. There was no waiting. There was in stride.
A couple of Spartan defenders down there. But
he just had a step on him. But again, it was a perfectly thrown ball there from the Franklin County quarterback, and they got that touchdown back. It erases what we did.
Right. 19 seconds to go in the first half, and
wow, that was unreal.
Wildcats are up 27-0.
Oh, we
27-7.
Yeah, I was going to say, come on, Fred. Remember that?
Right, I got it right. I mean, gee. Here's the extra point try coming up. Want to bet they make it, Ron?
They did. And you weren't even looking, and they did. You knew it. You knew it. Hey, that was. You, as a receiver, you don't want to have to wait on the ball. You want to catch it in stride, and that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, it's a good team.
Yeah. And again, it's not that the defense, the coverage was bad. Just that was a beautiful throw. I mean, you can't beat that.
The Spartans were on the receiver, but he was just able to pick the ball out of the air. And 28-7 is the score. Franklin County scoring late here in the first half. They'll kick off to the Spartans.
Yeah, and the bad news is that they get the ball.
Right.
Coming out of the locker room.
Right.
Not liking that at all, Fran.
The official kind of strolling up the field.
Yeah, he's just taking his good old sweet time. Yeah.
He's heading for the 40-yard line for the kickoff by Franklin County.
Yeah, run to the 40-yard line, buddy. Come on.
He's in no hurry, but...
No, not at all. Thank goodness it's not raining like it was at 4 o'clock. There they go.
Yeah, now we're getting ready for it. This one will be taken by a Spartan at the 30-yard line. 35 getting free, and nice pickup by Connersville.
Yeah. Now, again, we've not had terrible field position.
Chad Owen returned that for the Spartans. Good return.
Yeah, not bad at all.
The ball is at the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
their own 47 for the Spartans.
And we have 0 timeouts left, so, you know, a Hail Mary, and let's
Right, go to the air and
make it happen.
hit the end zone.
Yeah, I'd like to see that happen.
Wouldn't that bring the fans up
it sure
out
would.
of their seats?
For a good long run, that would be just as good as well. As long as we get in the end zone.
13 seconds remain, first half.
We're not being biased, are we?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, there we go.
Kelly takes a knee, and that will end the first half.
Yep.
And the score is Franklin County 28 and the Spartans 7, as it was 1 touchdown for Franklin County in the first period. And they have scored 3 times in the second period and put extra points on the scoreboard and have a 28-7 lead here at the first half.
Impressive. Impressive. That's all you got to say about that?
Yes, that's right. I'm impressed with this team.
Yeah. You will find answers to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpeted tile, also vinyl laminates, luxury vinyl tiles, and hardwoods. You will receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems. At 301 Beach Street in Connersville, 765-692-0800 is the phone number.
Just a reminder, this game is being brought to you by American Heritage Realty, by George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, by FCN Bank, Foles Flooring, Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, and the Eye Center of Connersville. We appreciate the sponsors that are helping TV3 to bring you the game.
Absolutely. You can't thank them enough for supporting the Spartan sports throughout the season, football and basketball. And we're going to do some soccer and some swimming, so we're going to have a good time.
We're at halftime here tonight in Connersville, and it will be the basketball coach, Kerry Brown, who is kind enough to join us and talk a little bit about what's going to happen come November in Connersville. Kerry, welcome to TV3.
Hi, Fran. I think I've got this headset on. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Yeah. No, we'll get those later. The paper's on the floor, but no problem here. Basketball starts late November for the Spartans. When can you start official practices?
We actually start when we come back from Labor Day vacation. That's the first time we can get together and do anything with the basketball. We could have started conditioning, but nothing with the basketball until we come back, and then we'll, by IHSA rules, be allowed to meet with our kids for a maximum of 2 hours twice a week with a ball. We can condition as many days as we want.
Okay. How long does that happen before you can have
that's up until the season starts.
Oh, okay.
It's different than it used to be. Yeah. Last year was the first year of the new, I just say, preseason, off-season rules for the teams out of season, and so that's fine. I mean, we'll get in there and get done what we can in that time, and we didn't go overboard anyway. I think we maybe met twice anyway, like in September. Then it was, as we got into October, we used to go 3 days a week with the ball, so we'll still get in there and get our conditioning done. It just maybe eliminates one day when we can have a ball in the kids' hands. The downside of it is if a kid's absent from school, they can't make it up anymore like they used to be able to. I mean, you get those 2 times, and that's it. So that's the only disappointing thing is if a kid's absent, he misses out on a workout or 2, and you can only have 2 a week. So, and our kids were always really good about if they missed a workout, our kids have been really good about making them up. So it is what it is, and we'll make the most of it.
It should be an optimistic season on your part because we just lost one senior, a great player, Noah Bell, who started, and then right off the bench, number 1, Dylan Logan. So you lost 2 good players, but you got a lot of good kids back.
Yeah, Dylan actually started some as well. So, I mean, we lost a starter and a half. Going to miss those guys But as you mentioned, we return 4 or 3.5 starters, however you want to look at it, and then some other guys that got some experience off the bench. And then we think we got some young kids coming up that are going to, from last year's JV team, from last year's freshman team, some incoming freshmen. We think we've got some kids that are going to push each other, and we'll have some competition in practice and in workouts, and we'll try to figure it out and see what happens. But I think we've got some depth up and down the roster.
It's a nice problem to have.
It is. We've been here years where we've only played 5 or 6 guys. And, I always talk about it, and I don't know that it ever happens, but I think developing our bench and being able to play more kids, it's just an advantage, because if whatever illness, injury, you always want to have the next man up, and hopefully that person can contribute when they get in there. And we had some of that happen last year. We had a young man that missed one weekend, and then somebody else was sick, and we had 2 guys I had to choose from between, and based on what they did in practice that week, and that young man stepped up last year and helped us win a big game.
It was an exciting season last year, and as you pointed out, the JV team had a great record. The freshman team and these 8th graders coming in from middle school who are freshmen this year, they had great seasons.
Yeah, it was exciting and disappointing all at the same time last year. Well, I mean, you get spoiled. We were very successful and won 2 sectionals in a row, and then the last 2 years going in as coaches, we think we've had just as good of opportunity, and it didn't happen for us, but that's a part of it.
Yes.
Hopefully what we're doing as coaches and what the players take away is more than just the winning and the losing, but that's also a very special part of it, but it's a very small part of it in terms of building relationships, and then hopefully we're mentoring our young kids, and when they leave our program, they're going to be successful young adults and husbands and all that good stuff.
That's what it's all about, really.
It is.
Yes,
it is.
Right. 3A will be the Spartans classification following action by HSAA. They reclassify every 2 years based on the enrollment, and the Spartans would have been near the bottom of 4A or near the top of 3A, and the lighter is what happened.
Yeah, it'll be different. I think it'll be the first time that we've been in 3A since we've been here, but one of the good things is the sectionals coming to Connersville this year, I understand, so that'll be good.
That is good news.
It'll be a conference sectional, basically. It's everybody in the conference except for East Central, so I think that'll make for good crowds and good rivalry, and everybody will know each other. And then it'll be a talented field, I think. Greensburg's really good still, and Batesville beat them to win that sectional last year.
An upset, big upset.
They're going to be good, and of course, us in Franklin County always have a war, and you never know about South Dearborn. I always think they've got some talented kids down there, and Lawrenceburg's got one of the best players in the conference, and the Yoon kid, and he's got a little brother that's supposedly really good as well. And then, Rushville, we barely escaped out there last year with a hard-fought win. So I think it'll be a really entertaining sectional for the fans.
Yes.
And I think it'll be a very competitive sectional.
That's great. That's late February and early March, but a lot of games to play before we get there.
Yeah, one thing different on our schedule this year, we're going to go to Kokomo and playing the Phil Cox Memorial Tournament.
Great.
I think that's a neat opportunity for our kids because, who Phil was and what he meant to our community and what he did for the game of basketball, not only in Connersville, but in Kokomo.
Yes,
and,
right.
I've had the fortune of meeting him, and very down-to-earth person for all he had accomplished, and I'm glad that we have that opportunity. They asked us, and we said sure, we'd like to be a part of it, and that's going to be a great field up there. It's Jeffersonville and Franklin Central, South Bend Adams, South Bend Washington, Kokomo, one of the county schools, Eastern, of course ourselves, and Valparaiso. So, from the river to the region and in between, it's going to be really a tough tournament, but one that we look forward to those challenges. And then the conference season is going to be tough, and we've got to go to Indianapolis this year for a couple games with North Central, Lawrence North. So very challenging schedule for our young men this year.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good games at home, though. A lot of good teams coming in, and that Phil Cox Memorial is, by the way, Friday and Saturday after Christmas.
Yeah, it's the 27th and 28th.
Yes.
So we'll get up there and have to spend one night and be out of town. But that was the thing with the wedding. We got to sleep in our own beds and didn't have to, stay in hotels and didn't have to get on a bus and drive too far. This one will be far enough away that we'll have to get up there and spend one night. I hope that's all it is. I don't want to spend 2 nights in a hotel room.
Do you think it will become an annual affair, Kerry, or do you?
I like that type of, just when you're talking about Valparaiso's and the Jeffersonvilles, and there's some really good teams in it. And it just, you find out a lot of things about yourself when you go play people like that. So the only downside is it's a little bit of distance to Kokomo, and then, it's 2 days, so you got to spend the night. So maybe the athletic department will help us get some rooms.
What kind of facility does the Kokomo have?
They've got a very historic gym as well, and it's called Memorial Gym. I've been in and watched some games. It'll be a neat opportunity for our kids to get to play there, any of the fans that go up there. And I know Connorsville made that trip a long time ago when Basil was coaching at Kokomo, and I'm not sure who the coach was here, but I've heard stories by these guys around here about going up there and playing when Basil was when he had left here and went up to Kokomo. So it's been a few years, but Connorsville did make that trip a while back.
Well, it should be an exciting season coming up, and I know something close to your heart is the mattress sale coming up because it helps the athletic department of CHS.
That's my understanding. This is it next Saturday?
No, it's not till October the 5th.
You know what? There's something else going on October 5th that's very near and dear to me. That's our Spartan Open golf outing.
Okay.
So hopefully people can go come play with us in the morning.
Right.
And then they can stop by and get them a mattress in the afternoon.
Right. And the sale is in the cafeteria? Is that where it's at?
Yeah, that's where it's normally been.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so since we're plugging the mattress sale, I've got to tell everybody, about the Spartan Open October 5th. If you want to do a sponsorship, you can see me, get a hold of me here at the high school, or put a team in it.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you the other thing is we're trying to get our chicken dinner back revitalized after being off a year. So I know that was a big hit with everybody.
Right.
Just trying to find a date. And if we can find a date, I think we're going to do that again. So we'll get more information out on that later if it comes to pass.
Well, it's glad to know that those events are coming up, and they really help the athletic departments, don't they?
There's just between on road games, feeding the kids, the travel gear, socks, equipment, and if we have money left over, I'd like to buy another shooting machine for our kids. That's such a big part of the game, and we've got one, but I would like to get another one, and that's 4 or 5, probably every bit of $5,000. So when we have money left over, sometimes I like to buy things like that to use for our program, and that's used middle school through high school. Even elementary kids could use it.
Sure.
So it's not something just earmarked for the high school boys. It can be used by the younger kids as well.
The new field house that Connorsville is erecting here at CHS, will that help the basketball?
I think it will. The thing I like the most about it is it's going to have goals that are adjustable. We've got 4 of them that you have to manhandle and get on a ladder and put up when we work with the younger kids. All the goals, my understanding, will raise up and down electronically, so that'll be nice. So it'll be great for camps. I think it'll be good for hosting tournaments. As far as we're concerned, we play in the bowl, so we're going to practice down there. All of our stuff's down there, but for our younger kids, for our freshman teams, it'll provide more opportunities for our dirt road basketball league teams, our middle school teams, our freshman teams, and then I think the varsity and JV will study down at the bowl. And then in the off season, we might get some workouts in there.
Yes.
But we do most of our practicing down where we're going to play at.
Sure. What are the youngest?
It'll be good for the other sports. It'll be good for the PE classes as well. There's just things you can do in there, especially when there's inclement weather, or Indiana in the wintertime. If you are an outdoor sport athlete, you have to go somewhere to get those reps.
Right. The youngest kids, who do you work with, Kerry, down on the elementary?
We have a camp in the summertime for our elementary kids. We do a 2-week camp for our 7th and 8th graders at the end of school in May, and I'm thinking about extending that to our 5th and 6th graders so they get a little bit more time with us. It's our high school players and our coaches that put it on. And then like in June, we did as much with our 6th, 7th, and our incoming 7th and 8th graders as we do our JV and our varsity. I mean, they played as many games. We had as many days of workouts with their camp in May, and then the practices we had in June. So that's when I like to start hitting it pretty heavy, is with the current 6th, 7th, 8th graders or your incoming 7, 8, 9. But that's why I'm also thinking about dipping down into the 5th and 6th grade and starting to do a little bit more with them. And some of the incoming 6th graders actually got to go to camp with us this summer. We needed some kids and took quite a few of them along with us, and they did a good job. So that's kind of what got me thinking about doing a little bit more with them. And, you know, you never do enough, but you also want to be careful that you balance it and not do too much. There's fall opportunities right now that we could do with our kids, and I just chose not to because didn't want to dodge the football practices with our middle school kids, and they got enough going on right now. And, you know, a lot of people do stuff in the fall. We choose to do it in May and June with our kids of that age group when other coaches aren't. So it makes for a busy May and June, but I guess I put my time more in with them then instead of the fall right now.
You've built a great program here at CHS, and it's really paying off.
Well, it was easy because, you know, the game was so popular here, and then I've had a lot of great help, and then we've had a lot of great players go through here. So I think when you have all those things going for you, you know, you're able to get some things accomplished.
Right. Kerry, thanks a million for taking time out to speak with us tonight, and let's score some touchdowns.
Yeah, let's get back in this thing. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. It's Kerry Brown, head coach at CHS basketball coach, talking to us about the upcoming season. We are at halftime of this ball game, which is just about to end, and Franklin County has a lead of 28-7 over the Spartans. Officials on the field, and both the teams are on the field. So we're going to stop here for just a second, and we'll be back right after this on TV3.
This week we met with the girls golf team to see how they feel about this season. Let's see what they said.
During the season, I expect us to lower our golf score and be really good and maybe get third in sectionals. And the past 4 years, I've learned to look at the right side of the ball when I'm hitting it.
I think the season's going to go pretty well overall. I think we're going to get third in sectionals, hopefully. Got to beat a couple good teams. Over my 3 years, I think I've learned how to read the greens while I'm putting.
This season, I hope to improve on like my long game and my putting. And I'm looking forward to just bonding with the team.
This season, I hope to lower my scores and learn how to be more consistent.
That's all for this week. Next week, we'll be back with football. Now back to the desk.
Okay, timeout is just about over. It's a 28-7 score in favor of the Wildcats in Franklin County here. And it is, Ron, you got to score some points.
Yeah, we got, you know, that's it. I mean, and we did. We had that series there towards the end of the second quarter where we capitalized on their turnover.
Right, took advantage of that, and that really helped when they.
And I thought that would be a game changer. One of the guys back here was like, it's a game changer. But Franklin County came out and did what they did, and they dominated at the line. That perfect pass play that was, I think, went for like 49 yards, where the quarterback caught the receiver in stride for that touchdown. And that kind of took the wind out of us. Franklin County gets the ball back. We need to tighten up defensively at the line and not get pushed around so much.
This is an important water keg game. I mean, the winner owns the water keg.
We need the water keg back.
It hasn't been in Spartan territory for quite a while.
And we haven't had it that much in a very long time.
That's true. I mean, it rests mostly at Franklin County. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we definitely have a mountain to climb the second half, and Franklin County's offense fires on all cylinders.
Yeah, and as you pointed out, they have a good passing game to go along with the rushing game, and that's how build success.
So that's how, without question. I mean, when you have offensive powers through the running game and through a passing game, it's hard to stop. And again, you talked about them being fundamentally sound. That is a key to it too. They're fundamentally sound.
Not that the Spartans aren't.
They're just tighter.
Right.
Franklin County's a lot tighter. And they know their assignments on the line and how to open up the lanes. And there was a couple of lanes that were barely open, but that junior for the Franklin County Wildcats, he can get through an inch, an inch.
He's quite a player. I mean,
it's incredible.
Yeah, Hunter Teichman is his name. He's 5'9", 160. and an 11th grader at Franklin.
Yeah, if he's 5'9", then he's got guys who are 7 foot at the line. And I was talking to Denny Dorrell, a good friend of mine, the Franklin County athletic director, and he was talking about how him and the kid who caught the touchdown late in the second quarter, they both are 1 and 2 in the 100 in the conference.
Oh,
so they got some speed.
Yeah, we've seen what that means here tonight. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Flames to after they run.
Well, here we go. As you pointed out, toward the end of the first half, the second half will begin with Franklin County getting the ball, and Martin is about to kick off from the 40-yard line, and it sails downfield. Yeah,
that was a spiral.
10-yard line up to the Spartan defense. The ball carrier keeps going. Finally, Spartans catch him at the 43, but they've had some good returns tonight.
They've had some excellent returns tonight. They've only, returned it twice or 3 times, and all 3 times have been very good.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a part of the game that really we need to pin them back.
Well, yeah.
This is too good a position.
You put your team in good field position with that kind of a run there.
Yeah, and we put ourselves behind the 8 ball if we get them, where they're at the 43, right? I mean, that's just not good.
Right, they're in 43 is where the Wildcats begin. Up by 28-7 score. Brogan, the quarterback, takes the snap from center, hands off to a teammate who skirts to the far side. And that's, guess who, number 24, Hunter Teschman.
Yeah, Teschman is just, he for his size, we'll give him 5'9", but for his size, he has great field vision, and you would think a kid that small would get blocked by a lot of the bigger players, but he knows where his players are. He's able to follow his blockers, and that's how you do it right there. You pick up 13, 14 yards.
He moves the ball to the Spartans' 44-yard line for first and 10.
Yeah, that's
on the very first play of the second half.
Yeah, and that's what they did to start the game when they had the ball.
Yes. Snap, and the ball is taken up to the middle, and the Spartans stop him at the 40-yard line.
Okay, pick up about 4 or 5 right there. Again, nice stop there from the Spartans. We got to somehow be able to get to the backfield from the line. That's what Franklin County has been doing to us.
Right.
When we have the ball, we need to start doing it to them to kind of disrupt them a little bit. But again, they're not just, as we normally see with Franklin County, they normally go between the guards. But again, here's another wide run.
2nd and 6 as they put the ball in play, move it to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and it's just, again, very, very impressive. Another third, when they've had third down, they've very seldom had more than a third and short. They've had a couple 3rd and longs and they've been able to execute.
3rd down and 1 to go for 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Wildcats line up, and Spartans set the defense. Comes snap from center.
Well, I was going to say their wide receiver just moved.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Right.
Yeah, so we like that.
Was he drawn off?
No, not at all. It was definitely on them.
5-yarder coming up. Move the ball back to the 41-yard line. 3rd down, remains 3rd down for the Franklin County team. 3rd down, about 7 yards for them. Snap from center. Hand off to
that's going to be a hold.
And
there's a hold.
A young man is racing upfield.
This is impressive, but it's coming back.
And it is finally thrown down around the 5-yard line by a Spartan defender. That was Rudy Brandstetter, number 13, who made the stop with the Spartans finally, as he was chasing him all over the field and
it should
finally
be a
caught
hold.
up with him. Here we come, the ball, there's a flag resting at the 40-yard line, so
holding, yep.
That was penalty here against the Wildcats.
Yeah, I knew that was coming back.
And it will be at the 50-yard line. Here comes a march off. No, he hits the 50, and ref keeps going. Moves it to the 48-yard line.
That's, I thought, I mean, that looked like he went back like 15 yards.
Yeah. At their own 48 is where Franklin County would put the ball in play. And it is third down, 28 for first and 10. Now the Spartans need to hold them here and force a punt.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
You're right. We'll see what, but they're talented and they pick up a lot intercepted by the Spartans upfield, and Connersville's player is dropped at the 48-yard line.
We need to capitalize on this turnover. Another Franklin County turnover. I couldn't quite see as well. See if we can do a replay on that and see who caught that. But again, we definitely, without question, have to make them pay and score on this. Otherwise, it just goes for nothing.
Capitalize on this.
Yeah.
CHS. First and 10 for the Spartans. Ball at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, that was a terrible throw from the Franklin County quarterback. Nobody was there. Underthrown.
Here's Kelly firing downfield.
Good catch.
Complete to number 3, Chad Owens.
Yeah,
big gain
incredible
by the Spartans as they moved the stakes.
Yeah, Owens there made Kelly look good. Caught that, jumped up and caught that with his fingertips, his fingernails even, and brought that down and got the Spartans a first down. Again, our offense at times has just rolled. It's just we fizzle out at the wrong times.
Ball at the 32-yard line of Franklin County. First and 10, Connersville.
Yeah, we definitely want to score right here.
Spartans break. They line up. And here's Kelly calling the play and snap. Got a man complete at the 16, and he can't quite make it to the end zone. The ball grabbed by Connersville.
Nobody was on Lynch right there. Kelly saw that and immediately got the ball and threw it out to Lynch, who was uncovered. You got to put a guy on him if you're Franklin County, and now we're first and goal. We're
right
rolling.
At the 8.
Yeah, again, nice read there from Kelly.
Spartans threatened for the second time tonight.
First time we scored. Let's score again.
Down 28-7 with 8:13 left in the third period. Here's
nice
the
fake
play. And inside the 5 is the ball carrier for Spartans.
Yeah, nice fake there from Kelly, which bought him about 3 or 4 extra yards on that run right there.
Adam carried the ball and, as you say, picked up some yardage.
Yeah.
And it will be second and goal for the Spartans at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, again, nice calls here from
Kelly comes to the sidelines to get the call from his dad and returns to the huddle. Spartans will send Braden Jones far to the right, and far to the left will be.
Was it?
Spartan.
I thought we had it out. Don't want to have one of those penalties at all. Not right now. That's a mental mistake that just should not happen.
How do we not get the play?
Yeah.
Ball will now be at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, again, we just cannot have those mental. I mean, the plays need to come in quickly, and right now we're taking a little bit too much time. Even now, we got 19 seconds to go. Yeah, and then we got to run 45 yards to the. I mean, that's just we're way too far. We should not be running that far to the ball.
Second and goal for the Spartans. Here's the play. Kelly will fire the football, and it is incomplete in the end zone.
Yeah, that was not a bad throw there from Kelly, just a little bit out of the reach of the intended receiver. And that was like throwing threw a needle right there in a haystack, and again, just out of the reach of the receiver. 3rd down and 9. I'd like to get 7 on the board, not 3. I don't think we go for it on 4th down. I think we just go ahead and kick the field goal, which would be probably about a 26 yard field goal.
Here's the third down coming up.
That's not good.
Bad snap from center.
Now we're going to probably have to go for it.
Yeah, Kelly falls on the ball at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's the second low snap. Again, we've done so many things right, and then here we are third and, get deep in their territory at the 4.
Yeah, we're making the Wildcat defense look good.
We're making them and you don't want to do that.
That's right.
It's just don't. So now we're going to be kicking. Looks like it's going to be about a 37-yard field goal. But very makeable.
It's Cole Martin, number 27, will try the field goal.
32-yard. And that's blocked.
And picked up by a Franklin County guy who streaks along the sideline.
That's number 24. Nobody getting that kid. That's
Franklin County TD coming up. No flag on the play, but there is a Spartan down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
Well, that was unexpected.
No, definitely not expected. And I'm worried about our kid down there on the floor.
Yeah,
but no, I guess they're giving out a touchdown. I thought it was safety, but apparently not. Yeah, our kid is not doing well. That's number 53 for the Spartans, who is, as I'm looking here, Braden P. He's a 6'1" junior.
Yeah, he's being tended to right now. Now the Franklin County trainer's coming in from the far side to assist.
Yeah, you don't like to see that.
34 to.
Oh, good, he's up.
7 is the score right now.
Not putting any weight on it.
Franklin County.
No, he is.
Takes after a block.
Yeah,
field goal try, picks it up and streaks down the near sidelines and scores.
Yeah, he scored a couple of touchdowns already and then picks up that block. And when I saw it was number 24, I knew nobody was picking that guy, getting him. Again, Franklin County scores offensively at these. You don't want to give them an opportunity to score any other way. And I was hopefully see some flags on the play, and there weren't. And
yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been very, very nice.
We're getting ready for the point after try.
Yeah.
It looks like they're tending to pee a leg cramp.
Yeah, it could be a leg cramp the way that they're.
Let's hope that's all it is.
Yeah, I hope that's all it is. Yeah, could have got some. Yeah, well, they're doing both legs, so yeah, he's cramping. It's not good at all.
Okay, here's the point after by the Wildcats.
Yeah, those cramps are not fun to have.
No. Snap from
so
center.
Again, I thought it was but I was totally wrong.
The kick is good.
Yeah.
And the scoreboard shows Franklin County with 35 points, and the Spartans have 7.
Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, gives you the very best deal in tires. Don's has all the major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Dodds Auto Sales and Tires in business for over 40 years. And Dodds Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Dodds Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street, Connorsville. The phone number is 825-7730. Didn't want to see that happening, Fran. We, again, on the 4-yard line. We were on the 4-yard line, and we were rocking and rolling.
That would have made a big difference, I think, in the confidence of these kids.
There was 2 bad snaps. The one that caused the fumble was the big one, but there was one right before that obviously slowed down the play, and we weren't able to execute the way we wanted. But, again, mental mistakes had to delay a game. I mean, you just can't have those mental mistakes against a team that's firing on all cylinders like that. It's not going to bode well for your team if you have those. You don't want to give them an opportunity to cash in.
They really know how to take advantage of any of your turnovers.
And so that interception was for naught.
Right, absolutely.
We stopped them, but, again, they end up scoring anyway.
Right. Okay, the kicker for Wildcats is placing the ball at the 40, and he has to be getting tired.
Well, he's got to be getting tired, yeah. Hope he can get it past the 50 this time.
There it goes, and it will be grabbed by Spartan at the 30-yard line, 25-yard line, to the 30, and finally drops it to 41. Pretty good return for Connersville.
Yeah, and if you see right here, he had a blocker in front of him, but he didn't follow his blocker. He went the opposite of where his blocker was, and that left him wide open to a Franklin County guy to stop him. Had he followed his blocker, he may have gained a few more yards.
Chad Owen returned that kick by Franklin County, and ball spotted at the 42-yard line, their own 42 for the Spartans.
Got to follow your blockers, Scott. That's fundamental, as you talked.
Just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's
wow, tripped up.
At the 39-yard line, the tackle is made. Spartans lose a couple.
We haven't had that many yards that were lost like that. But when we have, it's always been at the wrong times. And we have at times been, second and long, and able to, chew up some yards and get them back. It's just, again, the bad times of fizzling out. We got to stay, see another bad snap.
Second down for the Spartans. There's a ball that is almost complete by the Spartans, and not quite, as a Wildcat defender did a good job of preventing the Connersville's Lynch from grabbing that football.
Yeah, and Lynch is going to have to come out. He's here. He's taking us. Yeah, he's hurt.
Well, I don't know if he is or not.
Now he's
kind of.
He got shoved in the back, and I'm not sure if that's made his back tighten up a little bit. Yeah,
right.
Could have been. Could have been. But if he'd have taken that knee, he'd have to come out, so he didn't. And he's a tough kid.
Absolutely. Third down for Connersville.
And now it looks like he's going to take the snap. Yeah, he's going to put himself in the line of fire right there.
That's right.
Again, just a pass from Kelly where he was forced, and here's Lynch
he's
forced.
Ball and takes the snap, and boy, he's grabbed around the ankle by a Wildcat and dropped.
Yeah, again, he's limping again right now, favoring. I can't tell which leg he's favoring, maybe his left, but.
Here's the fourth down coming up. Martin comes on the field to punt it away.
Yeah, the Spartans, again, just not a good series right there. Dominated at the line, which has been the story of the ball game. We just got to win at the line.
Martin gets it away, and it will come down at the 40. Keeps rolling backwards to the 25.
That's very smart.
And finally down by a Spartan at the 23.
Yeah, that was very smart there from Tressman not to go after that ball.
So it will be Franklin County taking over. They lead 35-7. Yeah, 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the third period.
Yeah, again, not the ideal field position for Franklin County, but the way that they've scored, you can, put them outside the stadium and they'd probably try to find a way to score.
Right.
I mean, it's been a pretty impressive show. I mean, you got to give them credit for that. I mean,
yes.
I can't say that we've played terrible football. We just have played terrible at bad times.
There's a handoff, and coming to the near sideline and grabbed and dropped is a ball carrier for Franklin County.
And I say that with every time that they have gotten the ball, except the turnover, the interception, they've scored.
39-yard line, ball is spotted, and it is first and 10 for Franklin County.
And we can't expect them to turn it over every time.
Brogan takes the snap.
It was a fumble.
Loose
and
ball.
He picks it back up.
Right, he grabs it and down at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it came right back to him. And
picked up a yard on the play.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 9.
Yeah, so I'd like to see them punt once.
Yeah, their punter needs to get some work in.
Yeah, I know. He's got to earn his paycheck. He's definitely sitting over there and enjoying the life. Yeah, what do you do for a living? I punt. Not always, though.
There's a snap. Here's the handoff.
Oh, that's a nice.
Up through the Spartan
That's unbelievable.
There's.
We stopped him at the line, and he bounced off like a pinball machine and came around and gained 5 extra yards.
I thought at first he lost the football, but he didn't. Yeah, he's up now to the 47-yard line.
Now it's a third and manageable. Well, whereas before it could have been, 3rd and 8 is still pretty manageable for Franklin County, but wow.
It's about a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3 right now.
Yeah. I think we'll go 3rd and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They've only faced 1 4th down and scored.
And that's something.
Yeah.
There's a handoff up to the middle. There's the ball carrier.
Yeah, they're not going to face a 3rd down there. Or 4th down there.
That's enough for a 1st down. They move the stakes on the far sidelines.
And they just don't barely
Another
make the first
and
down.
10. There's a Spartan kind of limping, coming to the near side.
You better hustle before they're going to call timeout. Yeah.
And that's Dallas Langley, a senior at Connersville.
Oh, I thought they were going to call timeout, but
no, I don't think so.
Now they got the clock going.
1st and 10 for Franklin County at the 47-yard line of Connersville. Ball carrier is number 32, who is dropped by the Spartans, Gavin Jones.
Again, nice running there from Franklin County. Even when they get 3 or 4 yards, which is really what you want to do, is you see the Spartan getting worked on right there, on his right leg. It's like the calf area that they're working on, which probably indicates more of a cramp.
2nd down coming up for Franklin County. 2nd and 7. Snap to Brogan.
Oh, intercepted.
Intercepted by Connersville at the 35, 36-yard line.
No, I guess it was it intercepted?
I thought it was. But
apparently it wasn't.
No, apparently not. It looked like a clean catch by the Spartan.
It was right there in front of the Spartan boys.
3rd down for Franklin County.
Oh, darn it, that just ruined it for me. I thought it was intercepted.
Here we go with the play. Runner goes to the far side and dropped at the 40-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down coming up, right?
Yeah, this is their 2nd, 4th down, and another 2nd, 4th and short. Don't know why they're not going to. I would just go for it. I mean, they're up 35-7.
Right.
No reason to bring out the punter now.
They only need a yard or yard and a half, so.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're going back more, maybe a full 2. Maybe a full 2.
They break from a huddle, the Wildcats. The ball
this is huge. We need a stop right here.
There's a snap from center, and the ball carrier gets enough yardage. He moves it to the 35. Only had to go to about the 39.
Yeah, they just don't get barely at the 1st down. They get it by 3 or 4 yards.
Right. No measurement required, right?
Not at all.
1st and 10 for Franklin County. They're in Connersville territory. Ball will be at the 34-yard line.
Under a minute to go here in this. They probably want to score before the quarter ends to get one. I mean, they haven't had an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, here's a runner, and he is dropped. So they'll be changing ends of the field here as the clock gets to 26 seconds. We're about at the end of the 3rd period of this ball game.
Yeah.
Franklin County has a 35-7 lead over the Spartans as zeros appear on the scoreboard, and we'll have the next play coming up shortly after they change hands.
Yep, they're going to not score an offensive touchdown. They scored that.
Only scored
block.
one here.
Yeah, that was that on that block.
That? Yeah.
Unbelievable. Play-State Connersville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call is 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Open daily, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Phone number 825-6155. A proud Spartan booster, Fran.
All of our sponsors are proud.
Yeah, they
Spartan
sure are.
boosters. Yes,
they sure are. We're proud to have them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, please, whatever you do, if you cannot make it here to the game, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/localtv3. You can catch all of the Local TV3 programs.
Spartans at the 25. The Wildcats have the football at the Spartans' 25-yard line as we begin the final period here tonight, and they're up 35-7.
We have played well at times that would indicate that we should have more than 7 points on the board offensively. Defensively, they just have been better athletically than we are.
Right. Brogan pitches out to his teammate, and he heads downfield. Brady Moorhead took the ball and moves the ball.
That's
the 25-yard line of Connersville.
That right there is something that has happened few and far between, where we've been able to stop someone at the line and actually force a loss.
Third down coming up.
Nope. Oh, wait a minute, did he get it?
I think they moved the football enough to make it a 1st and 10.
Oh.
Didn't they?
Well, I guess they did.
Yeah.
I thought there was a loss on it, but again, it was one of that's very rare where they got short yardage on a play.
Yeah, they moved it at the 20 to the 24-yard line of Connersville. Franklin County has the ball, and there's a
beautiful
pass that is.
That's unreal. I mean, just a good zigzag down and out pattern there from Franklin County. It was underthrown, and he was still able to catch it. That's wow.
The ball will be at the 8-yard line, 7.
You know, when you're, it looks like it's going to be on the 6.
Okay.
It just seems like when you're this kind of groove, you can throw it up, and it's going to be called no matter what.
They've made some good catches tonight, even though the Spartan defenders have been around them. They were able to snatch the ball out of the air.
We've had more wide open receivers than they have. We've been on them like glue, and somehow they come up with it.
1st and goal for Franklin County.
Another stop. Well, he's somehow going forward when we have 3 guys on him.
Spartans prevent the touchdown.
Yeah.
It'll be 2nd down and goal.
We had 3 guys on him, and he still went forward. I don't know how that happened. Grabbed the legs.
The ball is at about the 2 or 3 run. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like it's on the 2.5 maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
1.5, I can't quite tell.
Yeah, we're at an angle, and it's hard to tell exactly where the,
looks like
where the ball rests. Okay, Wildcats threatening again.
Yeah, and they're just eating the clock, eating it.
There's a snap. Brogan fires,
and that's, I could have walked in on that.
And
nice fake.
TD for the Wildcats. Here's in the opening minutes of the final period here tonight. Moves the scoreboard to a 41-7 score.
Surprised they haven't gone for any 2-point conversions. You know, maybe practice a couple of those. They got the firepower to do it tonight. That wasn't their most impressive drive, Fran, but it got the job done.
Sure did, right.
They faced the 4th down and got it. They weren't, eating yardage like they were before.
It was point after try. Sails through the uprights for their 42nd point of this ball game.
Unbelievable. Very, very impressive.
9 minutes and 39 seconds left to play in this game here at Spartan Field.
It's events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. All of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans. Good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC.
Well, another kickoff to the Spartans by
probably a very tired
Franklin County kicker. He should be, right.
Yeah. Our guy has kicked very well tonight, 3 times he's kicked.
Right. Cole Martin does a good job. He's a player on the soccer team, so he's used to kicking, and he does a good job.
I'd like to see us score once or twice more in the 9:37 that we have to go. But it looks like Franklin County, when they do get the ball, is probably going to eat a lot of clock.
They're up 42-7 here in the final period. Nice kick taken at that 15-yard line by a Spartan who heads to the far side. That's Gavin Lynch. And there's a penalty flag down, and the player is down at a 25-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Probably a hold, but yeah.
See what the ref.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything, but where the flag came from, generally it indicates a hold.
Flags at the 20-yard line. They're going to mark it off against the Spartans. Boy.
Yeah. That just puts us deep in the hole.
Costly penalties tonight by CHS.
Well, what Franklin County's been able to do is overcome the obstacles that's been placed in their path.
Yes.
We did score on one of their turnovers, but the other turnover they were able to stop and actually score on us.
Spartans deep in their own territory at the 11-yard line. There's a pass that is batted down by a Wildcat defender. Second down coming up for Connersville. 2nd and 10.
Normal thing. Can we get the other end?
Spartans huddle and
one thing that has been a bright spot for us, Fran, is that we have had some success passing. We've had the open receiver.
Here's a snap. Kelly looks to his right.
Oh, that's intercepted.
Player, and
well, that's unbelievable.
The ball is grabbed by a Wildcat. It was deflected, I think, off the Spartans' hands.
Sure was. That was the second deflection in a row. Right. This one went Franklin County's way, and they have excellent field position to stretch this lead. Unreal. Wow.
Ball will be spotted at the Connersville 28-yard line, 29. So
that is not Kelly's fault.
No. So the Wildcats will take over, up 42-7 in the ball game, and just under 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, that was a pure athletic play there from Franklin County. The way the guy. Now, if you notice, Franklin County, when they come up to the line from their huddle, they only go a couple of yards. We go 30. That's why we're tired.
Brogan fires long,
and that's a bad pass.
And he threw.
Yeah, that guy was wide
over the head of the intended receiver, and that's probably his worst pass of the night.
Yeah, right? Even worse than an interception, because that right there was 6 points. I mean, that guy was wide open.
Oh yeah.
No, he could have walked in.
The ball was overthrown, and
I was going to say he could have crawled in, but he would have been down if he had crawled.
2nd and 10 for Franklin County. The ball resting at the Connersville 28-yard line.
Yeah, we got a big break on that. Yeah, and he's done that zigzag on that last touchdown like that zigzag pattern to beat the corner.
Here comes the play. The Wildcats way out in front of this ball game, and they're in Connersville territory. Eric Brogan taking the handoff, moves the ball a couple of yards to about the 25.
Now, Franklin County again just content with burning as much clock as possible, and why not? They're up 42-7.
Third down and 7 for the Wildcats.
And there's probably no reason for us to want to stop it. I mean, unless we, have 3 or 4 Hail Marys in a row and stopping them.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, again, we could take away a lot of positives from this game. We really can. Despite the 35 points difference, we can take a lot of positives, and hopefully we can build off that. We know the negatives. We know what we need to do.
Broken hands off, and the ball carrier is close to the end zone.
Yeah.
On a big gain by Franklin County.
Yeah, that was a huge gain right there. I mean, that was...
Ball will be at a 3.
It just seems like they can do it whenever they want.
Well, they controlled this ball game. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, this whole ball game has just been dominated at their line. And I would almost say that our passing, I mean, we've had a couple picks ourselves, but their passing was much better than I thought.
They're deep in Spartan territory, threatening to score once again.
Yep,
Here
and
is
they do.
The handoff, and into the end zone is Franklin County's Brady Moorhead.
Yeah, again, he didn't have a huge lane to get to, but just enough to be able to get. He only had to get a couple of yards.
That's the 48 points scored by Franklin County in this ball game.
Wow.
And comes with 4 minutes and 19 seconds to play.
Word is impressive from Franklin County. We're used to them, the ground and pound type offense.
Yes.
Up through the, pounding the guards, but they have, went outside a whole lot more than I've seen in years.
Here comes the point after try, kick. And sails through the uprights. Now it's 49-7.
Oh. Eye Center of Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases. Injury is just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at Eye Center of Connersville. Schedule an appointment for a couple eye exams is as easy as a phone call to 825-6000. Eye Center of Connersville, located at 2045 Virginia.
Ready for the kickoff to the Spartans by Franklin County. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go.
Well, they were almost perfect on scoring every time they had the ball.
Yeah, they haven't missed too many opportunities, have they?
No. And when they did get stopped with that interception, they forced us into a field goal attempt that was blocked, that they turned into a touchdown. This fourth quarter has been explosive. They only scored the first quarter was this third quarter was just the blocked field goal run back.
The second quarter they put on 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and they got 2 here.
It's the kick, and it is at the 35-yard line is where the Spartans will start, their own 35.
I'd like to see us at least score one more time before we see the triple digits on the scoreboard. Again, I mentioned it. Let's build off the positives. We know the negatives. We know what to do, and most of them were just mental mistakes, delay of game, bad snaps. I mean, these are just mental things that can be corrected when we build upon our positives.
Yes.
And now, right now, we have to have a timeout because we have no substitution.
Only had 10 men on the field.
Yeah. So, you know, little things like that need to be fixed.
As you point out, that's another mistake that shouldn't happen.
No. I mean, again, the interception last time when it deflected and the kid had to dive for it from Franklin County to get it, that's something that you can live with because that's a freak thing that happened. It was not a bad pass there from Kelly. It just went off the shoulders of our guy and into the hands of the Franklin County defender. But these type of things, 12 men on the field we had at one time. We have 10 guys right there where we had to burn a timeout.
Right.
Had this game been close and we had that happen, that could be a game changer.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we need to build upon our strengths and hopefully from that we can correct those mental mistakes.
25 seconds to put the ball in play as Spartans line up, and the snap to Kelly, runs to his right, fires and hits a receiver at the 50-yard line, and he rolls down to the 45, and that is Gavin Lynch. First down for the Spartans.
Yeah. Very nice pass there from Kelly as he waited to Lynch to get open.
He's been under pressure all night long.
Yeah, too long, too much. Way too much.
Spotted at the 47 of Franklin County is where the football is. Spartans line up. 2.5 minutes to remain in this ball game. Here we go. Here's a handoff coming to the near side for Connorsville is Carter Caller DeBoard for Connorsville. Moves the ball a yard or maybe a couple. Let's see, about a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for Connorsville as the clock shows 2 minutes.
Wish we had a 2-minute warning sometimes.
Spartans line up. Snap. And it is
no one around.
Thrown where nobody is.
Nobody's there.
And that was Gavin Lynch, number 15, who took the snap from center. If somebody missed an assignment, they should have been there, and they weren't.
Yeah, thank goodness a Franklin County player wasn't there.
I don't know. With the breaks they've gotten tonight, I'm not sure why why there wasn't one there. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, here we go with play coming up. Kelly takes the snap from center, fires, got a man, complete, and is Gavin Lynch took the football and moved it to around the 20.
You know, again, another where as soon as he gets the ball, Kelly does. There's a defender right on him.
Absolutely.
I mean that is you can't expect to keep him safe.
No, I mean
if you're
the offensive line isn't doing its job.
No, they're not. I mean it's
a 1st and 10 for the Spartans inside the 30. Here's a snap from center. A pass complete. And the player is dragged down.
Again, 3 guys on Kelly as he throws the ball. Imagine if he had some protection with the receivers that he does have who are able to get open.
Lynch received that ball. Here's Kelly firing again into the end zone. A couple of players, receivers down there, but they neither can catch the football.
Yep, that's the ball game.
And the final score of this game tonight will be 49-7 in favor of the Franklin County Wildcats, who go to 2-0 on the season as they defeated Newcastle 36-20 in their opening game last week. And the Spartans fall to 0-2 as they lost to Richmond 41-21 and lose here tonight by a 48-7 score to Wildcats. Ron, a little bit surprised at the score. I thought it would be closer.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be a lot closer. I mean, we have
a lot of positives which to build upon. A lot of times when you have those mental mistakes, it's due to lack of confidence. It's due to a number of factors. If you build upon the strengths that we have, a lot of those personal, those mental mistakes will correct themselves.
That's right. I mean, it's as we saw some good play tonight by the Spartans.
We did,
but the Wildcats, they're
just a step above.
They're a football school. Let's face it.
Yeah, they are a football school, and they not just a step above. They were a couple steps ahead of us. They just have a great all-around football team. That's right.
This Spartan game on TV3 has been brought to you by American Heritage Realty, CHS Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, by Don's Auto Sales and Tires, by Edward Jones, Financial Advisor.
This game also brought to you by FCN Bank, Foles Flooring, Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Urban Wickler Funeral Home, Whistle Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, and the Eye Center of Connorsville.
Thanks everybody for listening or watching tonight's game on TV3. We appreciate you watching, and again the final score, Franklin County 49 and the Connorsville 7. Thanks for watching Spartan Sports here on TV3.